Hello, and welcome to the instructional guide for the room selection process for student housing at CSU Channel Islands. This video will cover the following topics: how to access the student housing portal and application via MyCI, the lottery and waive process, the roommate group leadership role, group codes and their relationship with roommate groups, room eligibility, and room selection, the room selection process, and room verification. Part 1. Accessing the Student Housing Portal. First, let's access the Student Housing application via MyCI. In a web browser, preferably Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, or Microsoft Edge, navigate to www.csuci.edu. Click on the MyCI link. Log into MyCI and use Duo to authenticate. Find and select the Student Housing link. Part 2. The Lottery and Waive Process. You will be greeted with the following page, and returning residents will see information about room selection, lottery, and waives. Look over this document carefully as it outlines the process and deadlines for the lottery and how waives are assigned. In short, the lottery process is a random selection of applicants based on those who submitted a completed application before the deadline date. This process ensures every returning resident has an equal opportunity for room selection without regard to their roommate group size or how quickly they can submit their housing application with deposit. The lottery determines your priority within the waive you and your roommate group are assigned, based on your roommate group size. Another way to look at the lottery assignment is how early your time slot is on the day the waive opens for room selection. Read over the document carefully for more details on waives and the dates they begin. Part 3. Roommate Group Leadership Role. Let's take a minute to review roommate groups. You can review your roommate group by clicking on the Fall/Spring application and navigating through to the Roommate Groups page near the end of the application. Each roommate will have one group leader, which will be responsible for room selection for the entire group. Only the group leader will be able to select a suite or apartment and book roommates into individual bed spaces. The group leader must assign all roommates to bed spaces to complete room selection. You can see who your group leader is and edit it, if it is before the deadline date, on this page. The group leader is noted by the words group leader in parentheses next to their name. The group leader can cede leadership to another group member by using the Make Leader button. Part 4. Group codes and their relationship with roommate groups, room eligibility, and room selection. Your group code and the group code of your roommates within your roommate group determine what villages, buildings, and floors you are eligible for. We recommend your roommate group leader contact all of the roommates in your group to find out their group code. The group code is listed within the My Housing link in the Student Housing portal and is listed under Entry Details. The group code of the person completing room selection is also listed within the room selection pages. The group code is determined by a variety of factors including 21 years or older, units completed over or under 50, transfer or international student, and new or returning resident. Again, remember your group code and the group code of your roommates within your roommate group determine what villages, buildings, and floors your group are eligible for. If you have a mixed roommate group, the lowest group code will determine the eligibility for the entire group. For example, if your group is mixed with Group 4 and Group 5, only Group 4 areas will be available to you. This is because in this example, the Group 4 member is not 21 and not eligible for the buildings or floors reserved for 21 and over residents. During room selection, the roommate group leader will be able to see some rooms your group may not be eligible for. Refer to the chart at the top of the page, shown here, to help guide your decision making. Part 5. The room selection process. The room selection process begins with noting the waive and time slot, the date and time, assigned to your group. You can find this information in an email sent to your Dolphin email from the housing team. To begin the room selection process, navigate to the My Housing link in the navigation menu. From here, find the room selection link on the left-hand side of the page. On the Room Selection Term Selector page, select Continue next to the applicable academic year. Note the village eligibility requirements in relation to group codes. Make sure you understand that Santa Cruz Building D, second floor, Building B of Anacapa Village, and Building B of Town Center are reserved for students who are 21 or older and wish to live in a 21-year and over area. Everyone in your roommate group must be 21 years or older to qualify. Please note that there may be some areas that are reserved for specific groups or for different waves and may not show in room selection. Scroll down to see the initial selection area, which sets some filters for you for the next page. Select a village your group is eligible for and proceed to the next step. Note that you can change the villages on the next page as well. The room list page begins with the village eligibility requirements for your reference, as well as the roommate group leader's group code. The left-hand side has filters you can use to drill down to rooms based on different criteria. The first is room type, which lists the rooms based on how many beds are in a room. The village section will filter by village. The building section will let you filter by building. And the floors filter will show you all of the rooms on a floor. For example, the second floor of Anacapa A, B, and C buildings. In this example, our roommate group of 4 has a group 4 member, under 21, and a group 5 member, over 21, mixed roommate group. So we are limited to the under 21 sections of Santa Cruz, Anacapa, and Town Center. This means that we cannot pick a room on the second floor of Santa Cruz D building, nor the entirety of Anacapa B and Town Center B buildings. I will choose the following filters. Village, Anacapa Village. Building, Anacapa Building A. Floors, Anacapa First Floor. In this example, I am the group leader and I have a full roommate group of 4 members. So I will need to choose all of the rooms in an apartment or suite to assign all of my group members. I will add to cart all of the rooms in Anacapa apartment A104. A104 room A, B, C, and D. Notice there is now a time limit on my cart as soon as I click the Add to Cart button on a room. You will have 3 minutes to complete the room assignment process. The next step is to assign all the group members to their bed spaces. Scroll down and click Assign Beds. The next page will show a card for each roommate group member. Use the drop-down menu underneath each resident to assign a bed. Then click Assign Beds. You will then reach a confirmation page. Ensure you click Confirm Selection to finalize your room selection. Part 6. Room Verification. You will then be presented with a page asking if you are satisfied with your room selection. We recommend notifying your roommates of your selection and discuss whether or not you are all satisfied with the room you have selected. If you are not, each roommate group member will need to access the room verification link in My Housing and answer no to the question below, and continue to answer the room preference questions on the next page to be placed on a waiting list. Access to the room verification link is hidden until after you have completed room selection and are reserved in a room. We will show how to access this link after going through the room preference page. Your current room selection will be held for you while the housing team determines if a swap to your preferred room type is available. Note that the following room preferences will be based on group code eligibility. After completing this page, you will be offered a link to select your meal plan. We recommend contacting your roommates and letting them know that they are now able to log into the housing portal and can select their meal plans through a link in My Housing. Let's take a look at how your roommates can access the room verification link and meal plan link after room selection is complete. Navigate to the My Housing link and look for the room verification link on the left-hand side. Click the link and select Continue on the next page. The next page shows the room you were booked into, the room type, location, and floor. Review the information and click Save and Continue. On this page, you will answer if you are satisfied with your room selection. Answer as appropriate and continue. Whether you are satisfied with your selection or not, the last step is to sign up for a meal plan. Select the meal plan button to complete that process. You have now completed room selection. Thank you for choosing CSU Channel Islands.